death toll continued to mount as the war between Israel and Hamas continued to escalate with signs of easing anytime soon. Andrea Santos reports.
More than 1,900 people had been killed in the latest round of Palestine-Israel conflict as of Tuesday, with the current escalation of tensions and violence between the two sides showing no signs of easing. A total of 921 Palestinians in the Gaza Strip and the West Bank have been killed, and 4,630 others injured in Israeli airstrikes since the latest fighting broke out on Saturday. Of this number, 900 people were killed and about 4,500 others injured in the Gaza Strip, according to figures released by the Palestinian Health Ministry in Gaza recently. On the other hand, Israeli media reported that the conflict has killed at least 1,008 people and injured 2,901 others on the Israeli side. The United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestine Refugees in the Near East said Tuesday that in the past 24 hours, the number of displaced people in the Gaza Strip triggered by the conflict has increased rapidly, reaching a total of 187 and 518 people, and the figure is expected to rise further. Nearly 137,500 displaced people are currently sheltering in 83 UNRWA schools in the Gaza Strip, the latest data showed. The United Nations Relief and Works Agency said an increasing number of displaced people are seeking shelter in its school as the air raids continue. But some shelters are already overcrowded with limited drinking water. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres called for an end to the vicious cycle of bloodshed, hatred, and polarization between Palestine and Israel. He also expressed his concerns over the humanitarian crisis in the Gaza Strip.
Have been reported captured by armed groups, including women, children, and the elderly. Some are being held hostage inside Israel, and many others have been taken inside the Gaza Strip. Meanwhile, Hamas and Palestinian Islamic Jihad have launched thousands of indiscriminate rockets that have reached central Israel, including Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. I recognize the legitimate grievances of the Palestinian people, but nothing can justify these acts of terror and the killing, maiming, and abduction of civilians. I reiterate my call to immediately cease these attacks and release all hostages. I'm deeply alarmed by reports of over 500 Palestinians, including women and children, killed in Gaza and over 3,000 injured. Unfortunately, these numbers are rising by the minute as Israeli operations continue. While I recognize Israel's legitimate security concerns, I also remind Israel that military operations must be conducted in strict accordance with international humanitarian law. Civilians must be respected and protected at all times. Civilian infrastructure must never be a target.
Reporting, this is Andrea Santos, SMNI News.